Hey, Battle Built here with another video, and today we're getting some more Season 6 Holiday Cup Go Battle League battles. And boy oh boy do I have a set of battles I'm going to be featuring today for you all. I asked you in yesterday's video if you want to see a set that I did with Regice. Well, here it is, and I had quite the battles with Regice as my closer on this team of 3. And if you want to find out what I mean by that, I highly recommend you stay tuned and check out these battles. Now, a couple things before we do jump into them. I have been noticing quite the growth recently whenever I ask for a like, comment, and subscribe, and I know it gets annoying, but I just really appreciate it. It goes a long way, especially because my elo is pretty high. I'm at the expert rank. I'm sitting in the high 2700s for this set of battles, and I'm testing some spice content just because I want to, give you guys a variety, showcase you some unique stuff that you might not be seeing or trying out yourself. Maybe you saw it on PV Poke and you wanted to give Regice a try. Well, here's a set of battles to, maybe help you decide, maybe yes, I should try it, or no, I don't want to try it. But if you could like, comment, or subscribe, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you. So let's get into these battles. This team of 3 that I put together here with Regice has an Altaria lead and then a Alola Marowak with Shadow Bone on the safe swap. I feel like Shadow Bone is a better play if you want to run Alola Marowak as a safe swap on a team of 3, and then Shadow Ball if you're going to run it as a closer. Now, for Regice, I actually didn't go with the PV Poke recommended move set on it. I went with Focus Blast over Earthquake, and my logic behind using Focus Blast was because I expect to potentially run into Vigoroths or Obstagoons in the back, and I wanted something that was going to one-shot them in closing situations. So that's the main logic, the only reasoning as to why I ended up doing that. Getting into this next match, or not this next match, this first match of the set, we had a pretty positive lead. They safe swapped into Frostlass, so I safe swapped into Alola Marowak to match that. I am at a shield disadvantage here, but because I was able to build up some energy and they want to try and get switch from me, I'm probably going to get their shields back with both of these Bone Clubs I throw, and I do end up getting both of them. I'm not going to be able to fire spin down in time before they get to the Shadow Ball, so they're going to take out my Alola Marowak, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna want to do here. Is Regice gonna come in clutch? I actually go into Altaria and get a little risky, hoping that they didn't overfarm a lot, and they come in with their own Alola Marowak, and I have a bunch of energy on my Altaria. Did I say I come in with Alola Marowak? I meant to say I come in with Altaria. I apologize if I misspoke there. But I have a bunch of energy from risking that farm down, and now I get the 2 Sky Attacks. So we're going to end up lining up Regice with Shiftry in endgame, and can Regice clutch out this match and carry the team? Well, I swap in, and the Regice just scared the Shiftry away completely, and we won the first match. Look at how good Regice is. Off to a 1-0 start in the set. You'll love to see it. Getting into the next match. Can Regice clutch another match just like that first one? Let's find out. So we got an Altaria on Altaria lead here, and I don't really know how I want to play this out. I'm trying a brand new team with the Spice Pokemon. I have a Regice that should hopefully be able to beat the Altaria, but at the same time, winning switch is pretty huge, so I'm just, over farming here. Gonna go for the first Sky Attack, seeing if they're gonna shield or not match my shields, and we'll find out once the Sky Attack goes through. And they decide not to, so at this point I know I can Dragon Breath down. I win lead, I lose shield advantage, but that didn't seem like the end of the world to me at the time. And then they come in with a Lapras, and I'm like, oh no, them having these shields is a problem. Thankfully I'm able to get out the Sky Attack, but it doesn't get a shield, and then they Ice Shard me down. So now I need to decide what my best case of action is here, and because I'm at a shield disadvantage, I don't want Alola Marowak to be taking Surfs, so I come in with Regice here. See, I brought Focus Blast. I'm going to deal some super effective damage to this Lapras, right? Maybe. Well, we shield the Skull Bash there, which is pretty big, but they still now they have a 2 shield to no shield advantage. So I'm going to go for this Focus Blast. Oh my god, the Focus Blast landed. We took out the Lapras to get met by a 2-shielded Haunter in the back. We're going to throw this Blizzard, though. It's going to threaten one of those shields. It got one of those shields. Good job, Regice. Really good work there. Gonna get Shadow Punched, Shadow Balled. I don't know. I don't have a shield. They Shadow Punch me because in this meta, you probably want Sludge Bomb as your other move for the normal Pokemon if you're going to run Haunter. And, they overfarmed too, and I didn't want to get Shadow Claw down, so I swapped to a Alola Marowak. And now they're just gonna Shadow Punch spam me, and I'ma lose this match. So Regice failed me a bit. I mean, it was quite the unique play, I guess, to lose lead the way they did, and I mean, it just didn't help that my backline doesn't really counter Lapras or Haunter for that matter. Backlines didn't work out there. We're going to give Regice another chance. We're 1-1 in the set. We're 1-1 in the set. I'm sure Regice will clutch out another match in the set. Well, we lose lead here, so we go into our kind of counter for the Wigglytuff, and then they come in hard counter us with this Obstagoon. So this third match, can Regice clutch it? You never know. You never know. You never know. We just gotta get some shields. We gotta get some shields. That Night Slash hurts a lot. I really can't do a lot of damage to this Obstagoon though, so I'm just gonna spam these Bone Clubs and deal the Fire Spin damage, because Ghost moves are going to be triple resisted and do absolutely nothing to the Obstagoon. I actually overfarmed there, which was bad play on my end, but this match wasn't looking great to begin with, so they're going to get off another Night Slash, and the Bone Club was only going to do so much damage. It would have put, like, the Obstagoon in the yellow. I guess maybe I could have put it in, like, a better Dragon Breath range, but Altaria is still going to be lined up with that Wigglytuff, so I'm not exactly in a good spot here. So they throw that Night Slash, they don't get a boost, and I'm debating to myself, you know, my one chance here is probably to farm down, but then I chicken out, I throw a Sky Attack, and I'm like, you know, maybe their back line will just... I was also hoping they would shield. I'm like, maybe with the 2 shield to 1 shield advantage, their back line will be weak to Regice, and they have a counter user. So my 2 shield to 1 shield advantage ain't doing anything for me, because I really need Regice to take out both of these Pokemon. I keep on scratching my ear. It's my reaction to awkward situations when I'm just completely failing here with Regice. But I have Focus Blast. It gets shielded. I wanted Focus Blast for that. I got one off on the Vigoroth, threaten the shield. And even with my 2 shield to 1 shield advantage, I'm going to have to shield the second Body Slam here. And I'm almost in counter down range. They could throw another Body Slam, though. I just get to this Focus Blast before they get off that next Body Slam. And I take out the Vigoroth. That's a positive. Wigglytuff comes back in. I'm not going to get a third Focus Blast or Blizzard off, because Blizzard would be the play there since it'd be neutral damage. And I just have Altaria locked in with a Wigglytuff, and I'm just going to call that GG. But you know what? That wasn't really Regice's fault. Regice did win the 2 shield to 1 shield matchup up against that Vigoroth. I'm trying here, guys. I'm trying. Really trying to sell this one. Alright, we got hard countered in that last one. It wasn't Regice's fault. We got hard countered really badly. Getting into the 4th match, we have Altaria on a Magnezone lead here, and I'm feeling like they're going to Wild Charge and dip, but I'm like, no, I'm sure it's neutral damage. Altaria can tank it. Kind of did tank it. They swapped into an Altaria, and this is it. Regice is an Ice type. It's dealing double super effective damage against this Altaria. I should be able to win out this matchup. I make a mistake here. I don't know what told me in my brain to shield this, when I definitely could have survived that Sky Attack. And now, even though I'm going to keep switch with Regice, because this Blizzard's going to go unshielded by the Altaria, I'm now at a shield disadvantage, and that was a huge mistake. I was worried, so here was my logic on why I shielded that. I was worried the Sky Attack would put me in a range where then, if they decided they wanted to shield the Blizzards, they can Dragon Breath me down. And then they would have gotten switched from me, and that wouldn't have been good for me in this match. So that was why I did that. I do end up, you know, throwing the Focus Blast and getting the shield from the Vigoroth, but the Vigoroth was able to completely counter me down, so now it's got a ton of energy. And their lead Pokemon was the Alolan Marowak, which is pretty low and doesn't have a lot of energy. Not Alolan Marowak, Magnezone. I have my own Alolan Marowak, which is why I said that. So I'm like, you know, maybe if I can call this Bulldoze that's going to come through, I do call it, I could take out the Magnezone and potentially win this match. So it's kind of close, because I did take out the Altaria with Regice, but they're going to get to another Bulldoze here, which is going to hurt a lot. And the issue with the Alolan Marowak on Vigoroth matchup is that I can't throw any big moves, because Vigoroth's a normal type, going to double resist all the ghost moves. And that Bone Club looked like it did no damage, mostly because of the fact that they swapped. And I knew that here, if I wanted to potentially win this out, I needed to overfarm, build up to 2 Bone Clubs in case they wanted to shield this first one. But they decided not to shield, and then they come back in with Vigoroth, and I needed 2 Bone Clubs again, and they're going to get to a Body Slam and take me out. And, you know, that shield that I used earlier may have come back to bite me and potentially winning this matchup. Now, it's not 100% that I would have won that one out, because again, they throw a Sky Attack and they decide to double shield. They might have been able to Dragon Breath me, but I probably would have had a better chance of winning if that was the case. So Regice kind of did its job. It kind of did something. But getting to the, I think this is the 5th and final match in the set. These matches went by pretty quick, because I got wrecked pretty hard, if you can't tell. Regice isn't exactly the answer. not as bulky as Registeel is, and it's not hitting as hard with its moves that it's dealing. I'm also not really placing it in the best situations, and this is a meta filled with a bunch of counter users like Obstagoon and Vigoroth, and I'm not really getting shields with this team of 3 to land those Focus Blasts I was hoping to land. So maybe Regice isn't terrible, but it's not great, and it's not worth using. I just wouldn't recommend it. Now, getting to this 5th match, I get hard countered again, which is always fun, but I did get the Shadow Bone debuff, so I'm able to threaten getting shield advantage even though I'm not going to get switch here. And I get another debuff, which is pretty huge. So I have shield advantage even though I didn't get switch. I come back into Altaria, and they swap into Wigglytuff. And I'm like, ooh, maybe I have a chance of Regice clutching this match out with the shields. I'm going to go for this Blizzard. This is its stab move dealing neutral damage. Maybe it'll one-shot Wigglytuff. Didn't one-shot the Wigglytuff. So that was big rips. And I didn't, it was in such a weird health range that I didn't think I can lock on farm it down without getting charmed down. So I actually let Regice go down because I didn't see it lock on farming down like I wanted to. And I was just in a very awkward situation. I could have shielded that, but if I would have lock on farm down and then they just charmed me down because the lock-ons are literally doing no damage, I have no chance. And then I come to find out they're running a double charm strat. And their other charmer was a grass-type Pokemon, which Regice would have dealt super effective Blizzard damage with. And that shield that I was debating on using there, I don't even end up using. These matches were very awkward. Trying to squeeze in Regice in the right situations is not an easy thing to do. What was their lead again? It was Altaria on a Wigglytuff lead, right? Yeah, it was Altaria on a Wigglytuff lead. And then, I'm sorry, I'm just like literally scrolling through. Oh, and I took out their Lantern. So honestly, oh, you know what stinks about this match? No, wait, they had a was their Lantern still alive? I'm sorry, I'm just like so caught up right now. I take out, because they swapped out, right? Yes, because I came back in with Altaria. Okay, their Lantern was still alive. So honestly, I apologize for all that screen jibber jabber there. I'm literally just altering my phone on screen, trying to find a good frame to pause on. I apologize. The ending of this video is becoming very awkward. Okay, that works. But I guess if I would have lock on farmed down there, the charms would have got me super low. I could have potentially blizzarded the Whimsicott if it came in, but they probably would have came with the Lantern. I would have focus blasted it. Whimsicott would have came in. I wouldn't have had enough health to do anything there. To get to another Blizzard, they would have charmed me down, and then Altaria just would have been walled regardless. I would have thrown a Sky Attack, and we saw what happened in that situation with Altaria on the Whimsicott. So it did not go well. Regice is not worth the investment. I am thankful I'm able to put this out as a YouTube video, and I hope it was enjoyable to watch. I hope my commentary was comical as Regice continued to fail me. And honestly, his team of 3 just kind of got countered and continued to fail me throughout the entire set. But let me know what you thought. And let me know what super weird spice options you've been testing out. Just talk to me in the comment section. I want to hear how your Holiday Cup action's been going. Because honestly, outside of me testing the spice and absolutely failing with it, I've been really enjoying the first team I featured on this channel for Holiday Cup, my Skarmory, Vigoroth, Diggersby team. I'm sitting around a 2800 elo, mid 2800s. So hopefully be pushing Legend, and maybe that video or that stream video, because I'll probably hit it on the Twitch stream, will be coming out soon. I've done a bunch of jibber jabbering. But if you want to see me hit Legends, there's a good chance it's going to happen on my Twitch stream. So go drop that a follow. The Twitch stream's in the link in the description of this video. But on that note, I've done enough talking at this outro. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.